Welcome to the What's Up with Real Estate show. I am your host, Matt Shoup, and today I will be answering your questions about buying, selling, and investing in real estate. I will also be giving you a sneak peek into the inner workings of the real estate industry. Why? So that you can be informed and empowered to make the right decision about if, how, when, and why to hire not just a real estate agent, but a real estate professional. This is your show, so fire away your questions and your comments. I will be sure to answer them as a part of an upcoming show. Remember, I'll be keeping it real with my answers, so get ready, tune in, sit back, and let's have some fun. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of the What's Up with Real Estate show. Today is November 27th, 2017. It is a special day for me because my son Riley turns 10. And it's been really cool to reflect back on the last 10 years of being a dad, as well as how that's all overlapped and intertwined with being a business professional entrepreneur and everything, all the hats that I wear. So really cool. So make sure if you know Riley, if you see Riley, wish him a happy birthday. He's out there watching me record. He may come in and say hello. Hey, this is episode 2. If you've watched episode 1 yesterday, we talked about why I'm doing the show, who should be listening to this show, right? Both people that are buying, selling, investing in real estate, but also secondarily, other real estate agents. We're going to talk about what a real estate professional is, so why you as a client should consider hiring not a real estate agent or a realtor, but a real estate professional and what that means. We're going to talk about that in every show, but the first couple episodes are going to lay the framework of what a real estate professional is and just some of the fundamental things that you as a person that owns a home and you're thinking of owning a home, buying a home, or selling a home, what you should know. So let me first start with backing up about a year. Last October 2016, I locked myself in my home for 12 days and took an online real estate course. And I passed that course and I got my Rec 33, which is the certificate you need to then go in and test for your real estate exam. So I got that document, that Rec 33. I went in, I tested for my exam, I received my license. And that was crazy. That was a crazy exam. That was hard. I worked hard for that, but I got it. So what happened when I did that was I became a licensed real estate agent, and all that means is I now or then had the right to represent buyers and sellers in a real estate transaction. What I then needed to do with that license is go hang it or place it at a real estate brokerage. So that is either an individual or a group of people, right, that are licensed real estate agents, but then have gone through extra coursework and met further requirements to not only go work on their own and not have to hang their license somewhere, but then allow me as the newbie, as the rookie, to hang my license there. So you've got a real estate agent that works for a brokerage. But that doesn't mean you're a realtor. So I hear this word a lot. I hear just the general population of people that are buying, selling real estate saying, hey, I'm working with my realtor. And it's actually not realtor, it's realtor. And the way that I found this out is when I started testing for my exam, I called a friend of mine. His name is Braun. And he's a good, sharp guy, great friend, phenomenal businessman, father. He just had some twin babies. Anyway, that aside, he has his real estate license and actually has a brokerage. So he's a real estate broker as well. And I said, hey, Braun, I'm studying right now. I'm really close to being able to get my certificate to go take my test. And then I'm going to become a realtor. And he said, Matt, hold on. Let me give you some advice so you don't sound stupid because I'm your friend. Is when you join our community, just because you have your real estate license does not mean you're a realtor. It's not realtor. It's not realtor. It's not realtor, whatever. It's a realtor. What will happen is when a licensed real estate agent goes and joins the National Association of Realtors, they subscribe to and promise to uphold a professional standard higher than a licensed agent needs to and follow it's like an 8-page document, 17 standards of practices that the National Association of Realtors says this agent must follow, and then they get the trademarked stamp and title of Realtor. So that's the difference between a real estate agent, a real estate broker or brokerage, and a realtor. Now, all of that being said, what we're going to get into now is that really none of that matters. If you're thinking of buying, selling, investing in real estate, and you're wondering how you should interview somebody, who you should hire, should I just hire an agent? Should I just hire a realtor? It doesn't matter if they're not a real estate professional, okay? So I'm going to share like 13 quick points, and I've got them written down or I'll forget them. 13 points of what a real estate professional is, and this is just what I think is good business practice. This isn't a class that you take or another certification that somebody goes through. It's just good business, right? At the end of the day, business is humans serving other humans. And we're humans, right? We're going to make mistakes. Things are going to get messed up. There's always perception and communication and how all of that, works and passes through in a relationship. But we're humans serving humans. And to the degree that somebody does it with excellence and is improving every day and puts the client first, that's a good thing for the client. That's a great thing to elevate the industry as a whole. So let me get into my list right here and explain what these things are. So number one is a real estate professional provides you as the client value. In every interaction, they are bringing more to the table and giving more to you than you expect or that you need. You're being educated. They're providing you things that are going to help you make the right decision because it's your decision. Your house is like the biggest investment you're ever going to have. A real estate professional, number one, should provide value. Number two, they should create solutions to the problems and some of the issues that may arise during a real estate transaction, and there usually are issues that come up. There's a lot of emotion. A side point of point number two is they should not be cranking up the drama or the emotion in the situation. They should be calming everything down. Real estate deals get crazy. There's a lot on the line, and unfortunately, people that aren't real estate professionals, I call them real estate knuckleheads that are working sometimes on the other side of a transaction or part of a transaction, as they let their pride and their chase of money and them just worried about closing their deal get in the way. And that actually creates a lot of this negative emotion. So shame on you, you real estate freaking knuckleheads. You should stop that. So number two, they're creating solutions and they're stepping down emotion and just managing everything well for you. Number three, really important, a real estate professional should actually have some experience and maybe own some real estate or have experience buying or selling real estate. It's hard for me to recommend that somebody would work with their cousin who is a bartender 6 months ago, went and got their license, has no professional experience, doesn't even own real estate. They're going to help you with real estate. Some of you may agree or disagree, but I think that they need to share experience from helping people with real estate transactions or doing their own real estate transactions. Number four, this is huge. Real estate professional wakes up in the morning and they're 100% authentically themselves. They don't care what anybody thinks about them. They're not trying to put on a mask and be somebody that they're not. They're not trying to be somebody so they can come get your business today and then go be a different person so they can go get client number two's business. They're going to come out and be themselves. And point number five is that you will resonate with them because of that. When they're being authentic, you're going to ultimately say, wow, like there's just something about this person. Like I would go sit down and I would just have dinner, have a coffee. It would be fun to hang out and get to know this person. That's what you want to look for in a real estate professional. And if you don't resonate with them and you don't feel like they're being authentically themselves, then I wouldn't work with them. Go keep looking. There's thousands of real estate agents and realtors. There's not too many real estate professionals though, because the list keeps going. Number six, they should never be pushing you into making a decision quicker than you would like to make a decision. They should never be shoving you into a transaction. I have a friend. She's a friend. She's a client of my painting company, and I had coffee with her the other day, and I provided her a mini CMA, basically a real estate review. Said, here's what your house is worth. Here's market activity, and I just wanted her to have it. I know she works with another real estate agent, and she says to me, "Oh, my other realtor brings me one of these, and every time he comes by, he tries to talk me into buying another home." And I asked her, I said, well, do you need to move? It's just you in there, and you're doing a bunch of traveling. No. So I was a little bothered when she said, and this is just her perception of his actions, that he comes and tries to push her into doing something that she really doesn't need to do. Number 7, they should be advising you, and they should understand enough about your situation to give you the right advice. So coming off of that same conversation with my friend and client who said that her agent is pushing her, I said, if that man was a real estate professional, he would know your situation and know that you don't need a house, because he's providing you value all the time and really getting to know you for who you are and asking you the right questions. And that never should have been a conversation. He should have been telling you to actually stay put, maybe even downsize, not go buy a house that's twice the size and twice the money. Freaking knucklehead, man. What a knucklehead. Number 8, tying off of the last couple of points, is a real estate professional cares about you, your goals, your wants, your needs, your desires, not their commission, not their paycheck. I was in Starbucks the other day and I overheard these 2 financial advisors talking about, one guy was telling, I think, his boss or his sales manager about his pipeline. I've got a huge pipeline of deals right now, and I've been courting this rich guy for like 6 months, and I'm gonna roll over like 600K, like 600,000 of his IRA. Yeah, I'm gonna close that, and yeah, this guy needs to freaking make a decision. He's just been so hesitant, and I've been really pushing. I've been like dating this guy, man. What do I need to be? This is what he's saying. Do I need to be his girlfriend? I mean, it was crazy the stuff he's saying. And then he goes, I can't wait to close that. I'm gonna make 15 G's on that one. And I was disgusted. Like I had to get out of there pretty quick, because I said, that is the biggest knucklehead of a person, and he's dealing with somebody's $500,000 in their future. That is absolutely disgusting. So again, just because that knucklehead passed a test doesn't mean that he should be in the industry. So that's point number 8, is they care about you, not themselves. They're putting your needs and desires on the line and not worrying about themselves. Number 9, we're human, right? We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. And I've made a lot of those in painting. I've painted the wrong color on the right house. I've painted the right color on the wrong house. And if you look behind me, other shoulder, if you look behind me, I've got a painted baby story. We actually accidentally painted a customer's baby once with my painting company, and I love sharing that story just because it shows that the worst thing that literally could happen if you hired me to paint your house. And this is what we did to make it right. So a real estate professional is gonna share their worst moment. They're gonna make themselves vulnerable. They're gonna show that they're humans, and like their shiny resume, their marketing brochure, their listing presentation packet, like whatever. That's not gonna look bad. Do you think they're going to give you like bad resumes? You think they're going to push you to their Facebook reviews that probably half of their friends wrote for them about their real estate page, and you think there's going to be a bad review? Come on, like that's all shiny marketing crap. So throw that away. When you're interviewing somebody, ask them about a time they screwed up and what they did about it. And if they go like stone cold cross-eyed and start shaking and not looking you in the eyes, don't hire them. Because they're not a real estate professional if they can't be vulnerable and be real. Because if something goes down on your transaction, which it will, like every transaction has something going on, you want to know that they're going to do the right thing. And again, right, we're human, we're making mistakes. So I don't want anybody to send in any messages saying, well, you're trying to hold us to perfection and nothing's perfect. I know that, but admit that you screwed something up if you did, especially to your client. Number 10. Piggybacking right off of that, when you screw something up, just take extreme ownership of it and make it right. The worst day in the world in my painting company or in real estate, it can be fixed, it can be resolved. And if you're doing the right thing and being authentic and you're worried about your client first, you'll make it right. So just make it right. Take ownership. Get better every day. Point 11, a real estate professional, if you do transaction 1 with them, so you buy your first home in 2017 and they do an excellent job, awesome. They're following all these steps. You then go in 2020 and you sell that home 3 years later. That second transaction, that real estate professional, if they are one, should be better than they were the first time. And on the third transaction, they should be better than the second and way better than the first. So a professional should always be growing and improving and looking for ways to make themselves better, that at the end of the day provides you as the client more value, more advice, and more ways for you to win with your real estate. The last couple of points. Point 12 is, in order to see this excellence and this growth, I would challenge you to, when you're interviewing somebody, ask them what other kind of hobbies and what other kind of things they do that aren't real estate related, and see if they can share examples of that same excellence and growth in other areas of their life. And then the last point that I've got here is, don't just, I can sit down, like if I'm going to come give you a listing consultation, or you're thinking of hiring me to buy, sell your home, whatever, I can give you a great pitch, a great presentation. We work on that. We get trained on that in the industry, but let my actions, or let a professional's actions, speak for themselves. The shiny marketing brochure is crap. It doesn't matter. I want to see what you got when something's on the line, and I want to know what other people have to say about you, because that's way more powerful than what you have to say about yourself. So if you hear a real estate agent that you're considering hiring talking a little bit too much about themselves, and they don't have a whole lot of other people backing that up, I'd be a little concerned. So those are the 13 points that I've got today of what it means to be a real estate professional. And get a checklist. We're going to talk in the future about what to look for when you hire somebody that's going to list or sell your home, or help you buy a home. There's also some other subcategories within these 13 points that you need to look for, and I'd encourage you to create a checklist. And if you're currently working with an agent, or considering letting go of an agent because maybe they're just sucking and they're not really doing a good job, they're not following these things, if you can't check all the boxes, then I wouldn't hire them. And if you did, I'd go ahead and fire them. So thanks for tuning in today. I hope you now understand the difference between a real estate agent, a broker in brokerage, a realtor, and more importantly, a real estate professional. And if you don't hire a real estate professional, you will be hiring a real estate knucklehead. You don't want to do that, because your home is your biggest investment. We're going to be talking about more of these questions. So put your questions, put your comments, make sure you subscribe to my show, pass this along to somebody that it could provide value to, and keep tuning in. I will have another show for you very soon. Enjoy the day, and thanks for tuning in.